something that hormones doesn't necessarily uh affect is your voice. Um Specifically like for male to female transgender people sometimes like to, you know, feminize their voice or take steps to feminize their voice to, I guess, better blend in public. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a topic that I decided to talk about.
voice training.
Um, Me, I when I decided that I was transitioning, I did everything I could, like obsessively, to try to like learn how to talk like how I talk now, and everybody's got different opinions on that, different choices that they make. I decided to train my voice. Um, Not sure where I'm going with this. Um, Jenny, help me out here.
Well, I mean, you decided to train your voice. Why did you do that? Why did you feel like you needed to do that? Did someone tell you to do that? Where'd you get your resources? What kind of video did you watch? Did you train yourself? Like, what's
Yeah,
your
I trained myself.
experience with vocal
I
training?
I have very little experience with vocal training. I just decided that that's what I wanted. If I was going to transition, I needed I decided I needed to sound the part, and I wanted to fucking just blend in and like that because I was afraid to get discriminated against,
Makes sense.
you know? So I became obsessed with it, and here I am. Now I talk like this all the time.
Oh,
Uh, I like it's actually hard for me to not talk like this, you know? I see
yeah.
some girls that like they'll jump back and forth, and I think that's fucking incredible. I think it's cool to have that kind of uh, control over your vocal cords. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it,
On voice training? Well,
Jenny? Yeah.
I started out like this.
and then I came, so I took some voice training. Just kidding.
Wow, that's
I have never done any
hot.
formal voice training. I have tried in the past. I've actually taken voice training lessons from a professional voice training coach. Um, I have a hard time doing it without feeling some sort of ridiculous, but also I don't know, I just feel like voice training isn't necessary. I feel like if you're a person who doesn't mind being misgendered sometimes because of your voice, that it's not really necessary. It's more of like a safety thing, I feel like, for trans people. Well, for me at least. I feel like if I wanted to do voice training, it would be for my own safety so I could not be called out as trans in public as often or not be seen as trans so easily. But I don't see, for me, it doesn't bother me that much that my voice sounds the way it does. Um, I don't really care that much. And I honestly get upset when other people care so much that they're like, why aren't you doing the voice training? Why aren't you like blending in more or whatever? I can't be bothered with it.
Oh yeah, some I yeah. I mean like I even know some trans people that like won't go out with you in public
Oh,
because of the way you sound because they're like
I've
I don't
had
want to
it.
get clocked.
Yeah, I've had trans friends in the past that are, I don't know if this term is still a thing, but were stealth, meaning they were secretly trans. Like no one knew, like their friends didn't know they're trans, even like some like their loved ones, family members don't know. It's just like it's a secret. And they invited me out, but like and we hung out, and then they invited me to their wedding and then was like, "Hey, can you like feminize your voice a little bit?" And I was just like, "Yo."
Yeah, can you be a little less blatantly trans, please? You're upsetting the
Yeah,
guests.
I was like, "Come on now." I would never ask another trans person to do that. Like,
Yeah,
That's
I think that's fucking absurd.
yeah, it's just
But I
crazy.
have a bias.
But like, I don't know. Voice training, I think, is important on an individual basis. For some
Yeah.
trans people, and then we're talking about trans women, because trans men actually, through their hormone replacement therapy, a lot of them will gain a deeper voice through it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I've
uh,
met a few trans men.
yeah, that have deeper
Yeah.
voices just because of hormones.
Yeah.
But some of them do have to take voice
Fucking
training.
wild.
But what I'm saying is, like, that's kind of like your own journey. Like, um, for some of us, yeah, it's sounding more effeminate, sounding softer with the softer tone makes us feel more in, tune with our body and our mind being, matching. But for some of us, we don't care. All I can say is, for a new trans person deciding whether or not you want to go with voice training, is that if you don't do voice training and you don't have a very soft spoken voice, and you have a voice maybe a little bit deeper, just slightly, even slightly, you have to expect that at a certain point you are going to get misgendered. And if that is upsetting to you in any way, then practice voice training. It's not hard. Nikki can vouch for that. She has taken no formal training. She has done it herself. And there's lots of YouTubers out there that do voice training. And I just recommend, like, finding a YouTuber you like, finding someone that you like the way they sound, and taking advice from them.
Yeah, I wish I had the skills and knowledge to convey what I did to get to where I'm at, but I don't. I did a lot of singing, a lot of I would sing a lot in a vocal range that I knew was just at the edge of my ability, and I would sing
Mm.
over and over and over and try to emulate as much as possible female artists that were within my vocal range. And then like every other muscle in your body, I would train it and it would get a little bit higher, and I would, have a little bit more comfort. Um,
There's a lot of tips and tricks you can do.
yeah, I wish I could, uh, more in depth elaborate,
I
but
mean, maybe we
I don't.
can have,
Maybe,
I don't know. Maybe you could
maybe
do
we
your own
could talk
voice
to someone
lessons.
that actually does have that know-how that.
I know. Like I said, I took voice lessons from a voice training coach when I was in Seattle. So maybe I could have her on the podcast sometime. Maybe. She's very busy, so doubtful.